really do for your morning. So take a moment real quick before we move our bodies to come back to one thing that you're grateful for in this moment. And it can be something completely different than what you identified as your nugget of gratitude on Wednesday. I had to think what day it was for a moment because they're all kind of starting to blend together. But wherever you are in your home, find a nice tall spine. So sitting up really tall. If you prefer to come onto your back, you can always come into a reclined posture. I'm going to go ahead and scoot back onto my mat. And again, you can let me know if you can't hear me at any time. And we'll go ahead and get things moving. So as you sit up tall or you recline, start to find your breath. Now more than ever, we need to start to utilize our breath off of the mat outside of our yoga practice. In those times when the mental confusion might seem to be coming on strong, or any emotion, any feeling that you find yourself experiencing in this moment seems to come on strong, you can take a pause or a little retreat and come back to your breath. So maybe today you bring your palms together and you bring your thumbs to heart center. Perhaps you place a hand on your heart, one on your belly. Take something that just feels authentic to you in this moment. Good morning, everybody. And leave me a comment, say hello, leave me a thumbs up or a heart. Let me know that you're here. But notice what it feels like to take a deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. In through the nose and out through the mouth. Keep going using the breath, filling up all the way. So every time you feel full on your inhale, sip in a little bit more and maybe pause at the top of the inhale. And then take a nice long exhale. And as if you were frustrated and really trying to let something go, take a bigger inhale. And then open the mouth with a ha. Let something go. Breathing in, breathing out. So we're going to take just a little bit of like 3 compartments of breath. So what we're going to do is we're going to inhale a little bit and hold it. Take a little bit more in on the inhale, and then a little bit more in, fill up all the way, and then a full exhale. So it's going to be like this. In, pause, in all the way, pause, exhale. 1, 2, 3, exhale. Keep going like that. In all the way out. If you came to a reclining posture, go ahead and come up to a seat, a crisscross applesauce, for lack of a better word. And a few breaths together. With an inhale, sweep your arms high, take a big stretch, look up at your palms. And exhale, palms together, follow them down towards the heart. So using your gaze, using your breath. Inhale, reach, look up. Exhale as the palms meet and come all the way back down. Keep going. Inhale, reach it up, look up. Exhale, palms together. One more time, big stretch, get nice and tall. This time, palms come together, exhale, thumbs to the heart. We'll release the hands out alongside our hips, so bring them out as much as you can. Your arms might be straight, maybe a bend depending on the length of your limbs. Press into your fingertips and then roll your shoulders back, lifting the heart a little bit. And then release. Take your time coming onto hands and knees into your tabletop position. Spreading the fingers nice and wide here. We'll move through some of those cats and cows. On an inhale, let your belly dip down. Shift your gaze forward for cow. And as you exhale, round your spine, tuck your chin, tuck your tailbone into cat. Inhale, forward cow. Keep going using your own rhythm. Exhale, you'll round. Take another forward and another back. Slowly come back into a neutral spine tabletop. I'll go ahead and turn so you can see me. Then go ahead and step your right toes back. We're going to keep the toes on the mat. And then start to drag your right foot all the way over to the right. And then let it land so that it's almost in a line with your left knee. Start to walk the hands in. Hands will find the hips for a moment. So you're in a little gate pose variation here. Your right hand can start to slide down your right thigh as you sweep your left arm up and start to side bend over towards your right foot. Option here is to look up at your left elbow, so opening up the whole left side of the body. Take another breath, reach. Slowly take your left hand, reach it up. Eventually it'll come all the way down to your mat, and the right hand will reach up. Another variation of gate pose. Take another breath here. And slowly come back up. Hands to hips. Bring the hands out in front of you and come back to your tabletop. Right knee comes in underneath the right hip. Take a cat, take a cow, or any other little spinal wiggles that you might want here. And then we'll repeat on the left side. So start by stepping the left toes back. And then bring the left foot all the way out to the left, letting it land in a nice line with your right knee this time as you walk the hands in and come to lift. Hands can start at your hips so you can find your way. Slide the left arm down the left thigh. Right hand comes up and over, bending towards the left foot. Creating so much space through the ribs on your right side. Feel that length. And start to extend your right hand up, bringing it all the way down to your mat as the left hand reaches high. Gate pose from a different way. Notice the breath and all the sensations in your physical body. So notice the experience in this moment versus whatever expectation you might have had for the moment.
Sorry, I didn't quite catch that.
Slowly start to lift all the way back up. Hands will find your hips. Roll the shoulders back for a moment. Release the fingertips down. And then bring it on back. Let the hips go all the way back. Find your way into child's pose. Sinking the hips back towards the heels, walking the fingertips all the way forward, finding some leg through the spine. Let your hips shift back towards the heels. Take a big breath in through the nose. And open the mouth, sigh. Come back up, tabletop. Knees come back underneath the hips. And then in whatever way you'd like, coming all the way up into downward facing dog. Your upside down V-ish shape. Start to pedal the feet left and right. Shake your head, yes and no. And then start to walk all the way up towards the hands. Forward fold at the top edge of your mat. On an inhale, lift halfway, hands to shins, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Pull yourself together. Inhale, flat back. Put a little bend behind the knees, save the hamstrings. Fold as you exhale. One more time, flat back. Lift your heart. Exhale, fold all the way down. Press into the feet, rise up to stand. Inhale. Exhale, big fold all the way down. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, plant the hands, step back, high plank. Rock forward on the toes and lower all the way down. Keep those arms in towards your ribs. Untuck the toes when you get there. Roll your shoulders back and peel the heart up. Baby cobra. As you exhale, lower all the way down. We'll take 2 more back bends together. So keep those elbows hugging in as you lift through the heart, baby cobra. Exhale, bring it down. Last back bend together. Lift as you inhale. Lower as you exhale. Toes tuck, hips all the way up and back, downward facing dog. On your next inhale, lift your right leg up and back. And then start to roll open through the hips. So stack your right glute on top of your left. And then bend your right knee. Let your heel fall in towards the glutes, opening up. Press your right foot back. Take a big inhale. Exhale, curl forward, step your right foot between the hands. Low lunge. Pausing for gravity. Notice whatever sensations you're experiencing in the hips in this moment. And we're gonna spin the left heel down and lift up, warrior 2, nice and strong. Getting into the hips here. Allowing your right knee to open up towards the pinky toe edge of your right foot. Hands reaching in both directions. Feel yourself get nice and strong. Hugging all the energy up through the feet, up through your midline into your belly. Flip your right palm and inhale, reach up and back, peaceful warrior. Start to straighten your right leg. We'll come into triangle pose. Reach your right fingertips forward. Find that length first, almost like you're serving somebody tea. And then come all the way down. Rest your right hand on your right shin. Left hand extends to the ceiling. Breathe. Letting your left hip pull back. Crown of the head reaching forward. Take another breath. Slowly bending back into your right knee. Flipping the right hand. Inhale, peaceful. And this time we'll bring the hands all the way back down to the mat. Step back, high plank. Let's lower down through a vinyasa together. So yogis, take a breath in. Rock forward, exhale, lower all the way down. Inhale, peel the heart up. Exhale, release. Toes tuck, hips all the way up and back. Downward facing dog. On an inhale, left leg up and back. Keep pressing through the palms as you stack left glute over the right. And then bend your left knee. On an inhale, left leg straightens. And then curl in with the left knee. Step your left foot forward, low lunge. Pausing for a moment. Letting gravity do its thing. I'll flip in the other way so you guys can see me. But we're going to open up into warrior 2, second side. So right foot spins down. Left knee tracks open towards the left pinky toe. And then we'll flip the left palm. Inhale, reach all the way back, peaceful. Start to straighten the left leg, reach. Start by reaching up. Reach all the way forward. Find lengths, pausing here for a moment. And then tipping into your triangle. Left hand gently rests on your left shin, or depending on your flexibility, it might come all the way down to the mat or a block. Shift your gaze up at your right thumb. Give yourself a thumbs up. Notice the breath. Slowly bend into your left knee. Come all the way up. Warrior 2. Flip your front palm. Inhale, reach back, peaceful. This time again, we'll straighten the left leg. Parallel the feet. Hands come to hips. So you're in a wide leg stance. So roll the shoulders back. Inhale, lift the heart for a baby back bend. And as you exhale, hinge from your hips, slowly folding all the way down. Once you find your fold, you can release the hands down. I'll go ahead and pivot myself again. So go ahead, release the hands down. And then on an inhale, lift halfway. Pause here, take an exhale. Keep your right hand or fingertips down. Take a twist. Inhale, the left arm reaches up. Feel your heart spinning open. Keep pressing your tailbone back behind you as you twist even more through the spine. Take another inhale, reach. Exhale, your left hand comes down. Inhale, your right hand high. Again, drawing back through the tailbone, hugging your shoulder blades together on your back. Take a breath here. And exhale, right hand comes down. Release the neck and head and fold. Just enjoy letting things go. Letting the spine be heavy. You can walk the hands forward into like a wide leg down dog. Press back through the hips. And then walk both of your hands over to the left shin or ankle, allowing your knee to track towards your nose or your nose towards your knee. They may never touch, that's not the point, but you'll receive the stretch up the back of your left leg. And walk the hands back through center, reach, find that length in the middle. And then walk the hands over to your right shin or ankle. Whatever you can grab a hold of today is perfectly fine. And slowly walk back through center and start to heel toe your feet back in. And come on down onto hands and knees into your tabletop. And then keeping your knees together, we'll sink back into a child's pose, closed knee. Reaching back with your arms. If you want, you can take your palms and wrap them around your heels. We'll only be here for a moment. From here, walk your hands forward. And then like a little snake, we're going to slither our way forward into a Sphinx pose. So coming into a little back bend. Grounding yourself down through the tops of your feet. So you'll press down through the tops of your feet. Your kneecaps will lift. And then your elbows are underneath the shoulders and also in the same line with your wrists. Spreading again through the palms. Dragging the palms towards your chest as you pull your chest forward and up. Coming into your Sphinx pose. Take a few more breaths here. And slowly release the chest down. You can make a little pillow with your hands, one stacked on top of the other. And then bend your knees and let your feet sway left and right. And decide or kind of tap into where you're feeling the sensation. For me right now, I feel this in my low back and in parts of my hips. Might be useful to make some little circles in one direction and in the other. And then let the knees come to center. We're going to take our hands and our low back, interlace the fingers together. We're going to take 2 half locust poses. So keep this little bind if it works in your body. Ground down through the tops of your feet. Let your pelvis get heavy, pressing down through your pubic bone. On an inhale, lift the chest, reach back through the fingertips. Keep your gaze nice and long, so shifting your gaze right off the front edge of your mat. Take another breath and lower all the way down. We're going to take one more like that before we come onto our backs. On an inhale again, find your back bend, lift the heart. Keep pressing through the tops of your feet. Take another breath, reach. And exhale, bring it down. Pause again in center, sway the feet side to side. And then using the hands, we're just gonna roll over onto our backs. Doesn't have to be graceful at all. When you find your way onto your back, bring the soles of your feet together and let the knees fall open for Supta Baddha Konasana. And we're gonna reach the arms out wall to wall like a big T. Take a nice deep breath and reach out through the fingertips. And as you exhale, wrap your arms around yourself. Give yourself a squeeze. Notice which arm is on top. Inhale, extend through the fingertips, open wide. Exhale, hug, opposite arm finds its way on top. Inhale, open, keep going. Switching the arms every time, really squeezing with that hug. Right, I'm finding that this is giving me life right now because I can't hug other humans, so we just have to hug ourselves in this moment. So make sure that you're evening out both sides. Take one more hug on each side. And then end with the arms out wall to wall in a T, and then let them sweep up and over your head. And then reach them up towards the ceiling. Slowly curl your chin, lift your shoulder blades and reach down towards your toes. Hug your belly button down towards the spine. All right, so just a little bit of core. Bring the hands to the outer edges of the knees as your spine and head come all the way down. Close the knees, hug them in towards your chest. Find that little rock and roll side to side. And then we'll take a little happy baby. Reaching for the pinky toe edges of the feet. Press the feet up towards the ceiling. Let the hips open here. And allow your entire spine, especially your sacrum and tailbone, to stay grounded. It might try and roll up like this. So see if you can roll it back down. And then find a little play here. Have some fun. We don't need to always be so serious. So take a little rock side to side. Channel your inner happy baby. And gently close the knees. Keep your right knee where it is. Extend your left leg long on the mat. Let's take a spinal twist. So reach your right arm out to the right. And then use your left hand to help guide your right knee all the way across the body. Twist. Take a few deep breaths into the spine here. Notice your thoughts. Notice the sensations of the body where you can soften, where you're holding on to excess tension. Take another breath in. Exhale, release something out of your energy as you roll back to center. We'll switch sides. Right leg extends, left knee hugs in towards your chest. Left arm will reach over to the left and then start to guide your knee all the way across the body. A few deep rounds of breath here. Inhales and exhales through the nose, or if you like letting things go out the mouth, that can be really soothing. Take another full round of breath here. Slowly unwind and hug your knees in once again. If you have something nearby, a book or a block or a blanket that you can shovel underneath your sacrum, now would be the time. You can take a block or whatever it is you do have. Bending the knees, planting the feet down, slide that block or whatever it is underneath the sacrum, and then just press your feet up towards the ceiling for a little inversion before we take a minute of Shavasana, a minute to breathe, recenter, refocus, and gain some clarity to take us through the rest of our Friday. It might be useful here to kind of lower one leg at a time, noticing again any sensations of the body. You can kind of open and close the legs. Nothing formal here, just something to organically move and shift your energy. As you start to bend the knees in, allow the feet to come back down, lift the hips if there's something underneath them, and allow your whole spine to find its way to the mat. Setting yourself up for a final rest, we know in yoga as Shavasana. Coming onto your back if you'd like a traditional Shavasana, or giving yourself permission to take something else. So maybe your Shavasana today looks like a seated pose, or perhaps you prefer to be on your side or on your belly. Getting nice and cozy, and we'll rest for about a full 30 to 60 seconds. Usually this pose lasts for a couple minutes, but and take your moment to be with your breath. Our transformation is not always loud and arrow fast. Sometimes it's years later. You're standing there when your jaw softens and you realize you're no longer the same as when you first walked in. Where you were once closed, you have now let yourself slowly fold open. Where you were once hardened, you have now become weathered silk and see-through. It's okay to be here. It's okay to not rush through and destroy your middle, the place where you reach for the future just before you shed yourself of the past. Each valley holds rich value. Each in-between gifts you the resilience to greet what is next. Take a deep breath in through the nose and open your mouth with a sigh. Gently allow your fingers to wiggle, your toes to wiggle. Bend the knees, roll all the way to your right side, pausing there for a quick moment. Taking a deep breath here to seal in your movement practice from this morning. Take another breath to share with the other yogis who logged in virtually to flow with us. And then save that final breath of gratitude and love for yourself, reminding yourself that this is all new territory, we're all still learning, and it's okay to not be okay. I wish you all nothing but the best. Feel free to drop me a line if there's anything you want me to go through on Monday. I was thinking about starting every Monday with a little meditation. If that's something that you're into, you can drop me a line. If you have any requests, please let me know. I'm sending you nothing but good vibes. May you be safe, may you be happy, may you be healthy, and may you live free and at ease. With deep gratitude, I offer you all namaste. Make it a great day, everybody, and I will see you all on Monday.